3 to start out into the game. Welcome to Summoner's Rift, our fourth game of the day. SK Telecom T1, the champions out of South Korea, a region that you expect year over year to bring the best teams into League of Legends. And 2018 was not that, and now the start of 2019, a stumble in game one, but the ability to bounce back. They've got 2 more games today and walkover award. They do know Rek'Sai is top river, but it means a force recall out. Now the attempt for the bottom side. Good flash away from Mata, stays alive. The 3v2 gets a summoner out, but otherwise an escape out of PVB.
Yeah, you can see Elise there.
Pieces there. The controller went down, but you see Khan push away. Eyes on! That should be enough. Oh, he gets it vital. The heal might be enough. He's burning, but he'll stay alive. And there's no escape tools. Hecarim could not get out unless Zeros gives him the option to. They're going to have good damage out of the fight. The electrocute tags. One more hit will do it. The flash gets a stun. Does grab first blood for Phong Buffalo. Now Clint gonna flash forward as well. The vital is here. There's some good damage. Does he have the trade? Can he find the second? It's close. The health bar is below 100 each, but he's got to watch out for the Praise Seeker. Another grasp. The minion to grab
top side, but Clit's actually bot side.
PVB's on a ward as well. A good knockup towards one. Plenty of CC coming in. Pallet just barely staying alive. Just back to his teammate. Over the wall goes Rek'Sai, but Clit's a bit alone on this one. Still the blast cone out.
Dropped on the Elise back. Elise not in any position to come and contest. So it will be Ocean Drake first spawn. A pretty high value Ocean than the Null Magic Man.
And wait to see, of course, I could see that one come out a little bit later on. Now we've got a fight towards that top side as Clid looks for when the knock will come in, does not get her posted. Plenty of damage comes out here, and that ain't even immune to the turret shot. That's going to be a great dive. 1 for 0 again. Top towards mid. Well, extra MR is going to help for a little bit, but the red buff is on. If Shuhao can get into range, looking for this one, repels forward. Well, he's going to auto attack, but over the wall goes Faker. And looking for that root, not going to find much of anything. Just damage towards Teddy, and he can't quite get that kill as Ignite times out, and Mata keeps running, puts on the shield.
Over the map, it's inches keeping people away. Khan and Zeros, of course, they're going to continue brawling.
Yeah. For another vital to land. Ignite comes in as well. Riposte again. It's like gets the fear afterwards, and it forces the flash out of Zero, so they know Clid can't hold back in. Just gets it now, though. This is pretty good damage, but he's under the turret once again. Stays alive with the healing. Not going to go for the
Here we go, another turret.
He's got the package. Riposte comes in time, but won't find a stun. He gets off to the side anyway. Now under the turret. Shuhao goes for round 2, repels away. He's got to watch out for turret aggro. Can't get to the chickens just yet, but he's got spiders. He's just fine. A dive in the mid lane does work out for Phong Buffalo.
So they do return to the mid lane after burning both of Faker's summoners. They finally cash in on the kill, but SKT want to answer on top side. That's going to destroy the turret.
They are happy to play around Khan. There is no chance his turret lives. First turret plus the plates. Lots of pressure here, and you can see Zeros knows that, of course, they can dive afterwards. Goes for the wave, but now in a 1v2. Fights off against Clid. Gets knocked up yet again. Puts the ult down. Has to immune that. Does so. Gets the heal. Oh, but the fear knocks him out of it. And SKT Buffalo. Now Teddy fights against shields as well. Jumps to the wall. One more shot can get him. And it's going to be Big Kuro walking up with his size. Blocks it away. Ocean Drake will go trade it over to PVB.
There is the big tool SKT has. Right now, we're fighting for the enemy blue.
Pallet now forced over the wall. Fight for blue. It does go over as Shuhao gets that one, but can't give it over to LeBlanc, who does have yet. Clid, no ult comes through. And looks like he'll stay alive after burning flash, but nothing lost for SKT.
Yeah, big pressure advantages for SK Telecom across the map. Mid, bot, and top, all pushing in, forcing damage onto these turrets.
And because of that, PVB have to find a way to stave off this push and set up a pick push to kill someone with a Lace and LeBlanc. Otherwise, a 2-level lead. Hecarim on a TP ward. Goodbye to PVB's hopes of Infernal Drake.
Goes really well, of course, with time, and a lot of champions on both teams who could really use that extra scaling. But Koro getting pushed around and down to 200 HP. Another Mystic Shot will kill him! And he has to back off. He didn't have to burn ult in that one. That means a lot of turret pressure here.
Flank here from Pallet on the recon coming.
Just turret to half HP and top lane pressure still going great. As Future's calling, as you mentioned, applies on all physical damage, so even just the Qs will do it. Doesn't have to auto-attack, and it's very easy to win that trade against Zeros. Mid pressured in as well. Every single lane, advantage for SKT. Bit of wave clear, but without Luden's Echo, it's not quite as good as you'd want it. Finally gets rid of the minions. That turret, though, at about 15%, and everywhere SKT are just winning.
Yeah, SK Telecom, if they can now establish vision through the jungle, then the PVB composition will completely collapse. It does not play well from behind here. So this Infernal Drake will determine so much for how the mid game is going to go. If SKT can finish off these turrets and get that vision control, it is going to be a very scary situation for PVB to face check.
And just as we transition into the 5v5 phase, I want to really focus my praise onto Clid. Because right now, if you look at the lanes he had to work with, when it comes to lanes for a Rek'Sai to gank, Ezreal Tahm Kench not great, Corki has no CC. Yes, Khan can potentially set something up, but it's conditional. This was really about Clid just setting up a huge lead, and the fact that he has 100% kill participation and 3 out of the 4 kills is why SKT have really stuck the landing on what could have been a really passive farming early game like game 1 of this tournament for them.
That's why so many people were so excited when Clid joined SK Telecom. You know, one of the top junglers in the LPL being added to this squad really changed the face of what people know from the organization.
But he has his style. He was aggressive in the LPL on JDG. He's still aggressive on SKT, and he had one of the most impressive entrance interviews I've seen of an SKT player, but we'll hold that story.
Wow.
They force a flash out of the Elise. They're setting up for this Infernal. They desperately crave.
Well, Ravenous Hydra keeps that sustain going nicely. More poke out from Teddy. And that turret shot us to about 2 auto attacks from dying.
So now SKT, they close their grasp on the Infernal Drake. They will secure this.
Someone to walk up.
They're just going to go with the flash shield. Everything going to try to chunk down Mata. And at some point, there's got to be a root, but Clid's coming around as well. Elise might come in for a little bit more. Looks like the damage can't find that just yet, but here comes the Rek'Sai. Big damage for Clid on a rampage now for the 5
He's
kills.
a monster.
Looking for yet another double kill on the
out.
One traded back now for Ezreal, and now Fiora has to do all of it, but still 2 vitals left up. Can't find the target. Flashing in for it. Finally gets a kill on the board, but this team fight is 4-1 already. Incredibly fast Baron Null. Can't even get over the wall. Actually shorts that one as well. So this is a guarantee, and look at this gold lead. SKT completely...
Hey, right now, they are knocking at the doors with Baron buff, whittling down all of the inhibitor turrets at once.
Bottom lane about to drop there is Fig, continuing his PvE pushing, doing very well with that. Great farm, great XP, and killing more of the structures. Mid lane maybe next on the chopping block, down to about 1/4 health there, and as soon as the auto attacks come in, that might be going down soon enough. Phong Buffalo, don't know what
play that they tried to pull off in the mid lane. If it wasn't for that exhaust from Mata on Big Koro during the CC exchange, then they might have been able to get that kill and find a way back in. But
as the final game of the day, and SKT in much improved form in this PVB series.
Noel's sort of committed there, just the poke. Null gets mauled off that top turret. This one's going to fall right away. Just in case he needed it, demolishes there. Chunk down it goes. Killer credit goes to Mata. And the final inhibitor going to drop. We're not even 26 minutes in just yet, and the base is completely in shambles. Supers hitting Nexus turrets already. This is their second siege after Baron's already gone. SKT have gone all out for this one, and this could be the final push. This is the last desperate attempt for Phong Buffalo if they can find some kind of opening from a catastrophic gold deficit. Zero's already chunked to about 2/3 HP already, and SKT just waiting for the next minion wave.
yeah, all they have to do is play patiently, stay inside the base, keep up the pressure here, and now we're going for the Nexus turrets.
Well, the E has been pulled to one less wave for tool available as the turrets still get dropped down below half HP. Now on both of them, looking at more chunks coming back and forth. Still, you got the Hecarim waiting around. When does Khan want to go? And not just yet, but still pushing in these waves. Still getting the poke, pushing PVB lower and lower, saying you have to go in first. A nice trade of bolts, a great dodge by Big Koro, pops the heal. Zeros now low as well. SKT still can just wait for another wave. His turret gets hit and is almost down. And here's the next round of supers, and it's now the open Nexus at 26:30. And SKT say, you know what?
More problems.
And Faker's on the board with his first kill. Looking for the second, flashing over the root. A double kill almost by himself now is, oh, poor Shuhao has thrown away, but he's smited. He's been knocked up, and one last auto will kill him. The Prey Seeker doing just that as well. The Fear, he's going to have the swipe. Oh, the minions, oh, they might do it as well. And he gets out of the fountain.
Khan, what are you
He's going to
doing?
try. And Khan gets the shutdown just for good measure. The next